Mia is 31. Last night, she asked her boyfriend one simple question: "Where is this going?" He smiled and said, "Why do we need a label? Let's just enjoy this." It sounded sweet. It almost sounded wise. But something in Mia's chest sank. Her gut knew what her heart refused to read. Here is the truth. Some phrases sound like love, but they are really exits. Today, you will learn 5 things emotionally unavailable people say and what those words really mean. If you have ever felt close to someone who stays just out of reach, keep watching. Mia met Daniel 8 months ago. At first, it felt like a movie. He listened. He remembered small things. He stayed up late asking about her dreams. He said things like, "I've never met anyone like you." Mia felt seen for the first time in years. Then, slowly, something shifted. The deep talks stopped. The plans became maybe. The replies came hours late, then days late. When Mia asked if something was wrong, Daniel had an answer ready. "I'm just really busy right now." When she said she missed him, he sighed. "You're overthinking it." So Mia did what many kind people do. She blamed herself. She decided she was asking for too much. She learned to shrink her needs so they would fit in his pockets. She stopped texting first. She practiced sounding casual. She told her friends everything was fine. She read his messages 3 times before replying, scared of saying the wrong thing. One night, she sat alone in the dark, phone glowing in her hands. She scrolled up through months of messages. And she noticed a pattern she had never seen before. Every time she moved closer, he moved back. Every time she pulled away, he returned with just enough warmth to keep her there. A good morning text, a funny meme, one perfect evening, then silence again. Mia was not in a relationship. She was in a waiting room, and nobody was coming to call her name. And here is what she did not know yet. The words Daniel used were not random. They follow a script used by millions of emotionally unavailable people, often without knowing it. Once you learn this script, you cannot unhear it. Let's break it down, phrase by phrase. Phrase number 1, "I'm just not ready for a relationship right now." On the surface, this sounds honest. Sometimes it truly is. But watch what happens next. If someone is not ready, yet keeps calling you at midnight, that is not honesty. That is a hook. Watch for the gap between the sentence and the behavior. What it really means is this: I want your warmth, but not your weight. They want the comfort of you without the responsibility of you. Psychologists call the engine behind this the intimacy alarm. It comes from something called avoidant attachment. Imagine a smoke alarm inside the brain, but instead of smoke, it goes off when someone gets close. For many avoidant people, closeness felt unsafe when they were young. Maybe love came with conditions. Maybe needing someone led to pain. So the brain wired itself a rule. Close means danger. Distance means safe. It is not a choice they make. It is a reflex they never questioned. Now, as adults, real intimacy sets off that alarm. And "I'm not ready" is the sound of them reaching for the exit. Phrase number 2, "You're overthinking it. You're too sensitive." This one is sneaky because it does 2 jobs at once. It ends the conversation and it hands the problem to you. What it really means is this: your feelings ask something of me and I don't want to answer. Scientists call these moves deactivating strategies. They are small mental tricks that push closeness away. Nitpicking, distance, blame, turning your normal need into a flaw. The goal is always the same: make the closeness stop. Here is the metaphor. Imagine you hand someone a letter that says, "I miss you." Instead of reading it, they check your spelling. That is a deactivating strategy. The point is never the spelling. The point is not opening the letter. Over time, this trains you to doubt yourself. You stop asking, "Is this relationship okay?" You start asking, "Is something wrong with me?" A healthy partner may disagree with your feelings, but they do not treat your feelings like a fire to put out. Phrase number 3, "I've just been really busy." Everyone gets busy. That part is true. But busy is a fog, and fog is useful. It hides things. Behind the fog, a choice is being made every single day. What it really means is this: you are not a priority, but saying that would make me the bad guy. Here is a simple truth about time. People do not find time. They take it from something else. We all give our hours to what matters most to us. Think about it. When someone truly wants to see you, a 10-hour shift becomes a late dinner. A packed week becomes a 5-minute call. Busy is real, but busy for weeks with no plan to change it is not a schedule problem. It is an answer. Phrase number 4. Why do we need labels? Let's just go with the flow. This is the phrase Mia heard, and it might be the most powerful one on this list. What it really means is this: I want the rewards of a relationship without the promises of one. Now, here is the science that keeps you stuck. It is called the breadcrumb loop. Its real name is intermittent reinforcement. Picture a slot machine. If it paid out every time, it would be boring. If it never paid out, you would leave. But it pays out sometimes, randomly, and that randomness is exactly what glues people to the seat. Your brain releases dopamine, a chemical of wanting, most strongly when rewards are unpredictable. Steady love feels calm. Random love feels electric, and your brain confuses electric with special. So when he disappears for 4 days, then sends one sweet message, your brain lights up like a jackpot. The crumbs feel bigger than a whole loaf from someone steady. This is why leaving feels so hard. You are not weak. Your brain is caught in the same loop that keeps gamblers at the table. Phrase number 5. Someday, we'll travel together. Someday, you'll meet my family. Someday, when things calm down. What it really means is this: I am paying you with a future I do not plan to build. Psychologists call this future faking. It is a promise used as a payment. The words cost them nothing, but you accept them like gold. Here is the metaphor. It is like a restaurant that never serves food, but every hour, a waiter walks by with a delicious smell. So you stay in your seat, hungry, telling yourself the meal is coming. Future faking works because hope is powerful. When today feels empty, a beautiful tomorrow keeps you seated. But watch the calendar, not the dream. If someday never turns into a date, a plan, or a step, it was never a promise. It was a leash. And a leash only works on someone who stays. One important note before the solutions. Most emotionally unavailable people are not evil. Many are scared. Many were hurt long before they met you. That deserves compassion. But understanding why someone starves you does not mean you must stay hungry. So what can you actually do? Whether you love someone like this or you see these habits in yourself, here are 4 steps. They are simple. But simple does not mean easy. Step 1. Watch actions, not words. Words are cheap to make and easy to say. Actions cost time, effort, and choice. From today, judge the pattern, not the promise. Does "I miss you" come with a plan to see you? Does "I'm sorry" come with changed behavior? Here is your action for today. Take a piece of paper, write down the last 3 promises this person made. Next to each one, write what actually happened. Do not judge yet, just look. The page will tell you the truth your hope keeps editing. Step 2. Say it once, clearly. Many of us hint, we sigh. We drop clues and pray they get picked up. But hints protect the other person from the conversation, and they protect you from the answer. Say your need one time, in one plain sentence. For example, "I need consistency and a real commitment. Can you give me that?" Then do the hardest part. Stay quiet and let them answer. Their response, or their silence, is your information, your action for today. Write your one sentence. Just write it. You do not have to send it yet, but once it exists on paper, it becomes real. Step 3. Set a time boundary. Hope without a deadline can eat years of your life. So decide calmly how long you are willing to wait for real change. Not forever, a number, because love should not feel like a lifetime in a waiting room. Maybe it is 1 month, maybe it is 3. This is not an ultimatum you shout. It is a quiet agreement you make with yourself. If the pattern has not changed by that date, you already know your next step. You decided it on a strong day, so the weekdays cannot decide for you. Your action for today. Open your calendar, pick the date, mark it with one small dot. That dot is a promise to yourself. Step 4. Turn the care back home. When you love an emotionally unavailable person, your whole life slowly bends toward them. You check your phone instead of your dreams. You save your energy for someone who spends it carelessly. So begin returning that care to yourself. Rebuild the parts of your life that got quiet. Friends, sleep, hobbies, goals. The things you loved before you started waiting. This is not just self-care. It is strategy. The fuller your life becomes, the clearer you see. Crumbs only look like a feast to someone who is starving. Your action for today. Send one text to a friend you have missed, and book one small thing that is only yours. A class, a walk, a haircut, anything that says, I still exist. 6 weeks later, Mia sat across from Daniel. She said her one sentence, I need consistency and a real commitment. Can you give me that? He smiled the old smile. You're overthinking it, he said. Let's just enjoy this. And for the first time, Mia heard the phrase for what it was. Not wisdom, an exit sign. So she took the exit first. It hurt. Real endings always do. But month by month, her life grew back. The friends, the laughter, the mornings without checking her phone. Mia did not lose love. She made room for it. Room for a love that does not speak in riddles. If someone you care about needed to hear this today, share this video with them. It might be the sentence that frees them. And if you want to understand why we chase people who run, watch this next video on anxious attachment. Your heart deserves a language it can finally understand.